And that wax, you can make a lot of products out of it. You can make candles out of the wax. You can even make lotion, the cosmetic that you can use to smear your body to smoothen and to cool your body temperature. All this you can make out of it. You can even make the bar washing shops also out of the wax. And you can even take it to the hat industry for designing clothes, and the rest you can also make it. So there are more use of the beeswax than the other things you know. Then another product is propolis, the black thicky gums that always people, those days we have been misleading that is the wax, but it's the propolis. Bees used to cover with their entrance. So that one's you can make product out of it. You can make what we call propolis tinctures. That one is the medicinal substance called tribonomus. You soak it using the ethanol, or you can use it using the cooking oil. You soak it, and that stuffs help to treat cases of disease like is antivirus, anti-weak virus. That is flu and the cough. When you have it, you can take it and it goes away. Even the bacteria and the fungicides, you can treat it. When you have the cut and the wounds, you can treat yourself with those propolis. Then you can make also shoe polish out of the propolis, and ointment also you can make out of the propolis. So that's another product people doesn't know. And another one is also the pollens, whereby in pollens there's nutritional facts that it can treat it, the nutrition babies and the rest. Even somebody who is bedridden, you can give him the pollen or hide the pollen, then he will gain more energy and will build the body very faster. So pollen also is more expensive followed to bee venom, because a kilo you can sell within the country 400,000 pollens a kilo. Whereby if you have people who plant maize around, then there you can have much production of the pollens, and is needed everywhere in the country.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Curious Man as usual. I hope you guys are good. I hope you have had such a great day. And if you haven't, I pray that things turn out the best for you today. Now, you know, we've been doing this series. You know, we're trying to reach out to farmers who have been good at what they do. And by watching their stories, we get to pick a leaf or two on how to start our own farms, on how to feed our own families. So please welcome another farmer. This one, where do I start from? This guy is probably the best I have seen do this, because my eyes had never been open to such a person dealing with bees. And what one person can do with bees, just bees. It's not just bees, by the way, because the man has become a millionaire. I'm talking almost dollars. I'm not just talking shillings, Uganda shillings. This man is called Ojok Fred. Now, see this story of Ojok Fred and how he started small, where he started from, to become the biggest beekeeper I, for one, have ever seen. I am telling you, this guy is based in a district called the Nwoya district, that's in the northern part of Uganda, and he's really shocked me. There are things I never knew that bees can give us. Besides honey, I always thought it was just honey anyway. No, it's actually not just about honey. Did you have an idea that bee venom is even more expensive than honey itself? Bee venom. They actually harvest bee venom. Yeah, that's how weird it is. Now you're going to see how this man does it. How this man has turned this whole bee thing into something magical. A man makes his own wine from bees. Yes, honey wine. He also packs his added value to his bees. And he's going to show us how he has done it and how he has helped his people around him, taught so many to do the same. This could be you. Please, welcome Ojok Fred. Let's go.
My name is Ojok Fred Lugard. I'm a beekeeper, age of 37 years old. I studied primary 7th and ordinary level certificates, and I went to diploma in finance and accounting. That's my education background. I have certificate in beekeeping. It's a TOT, trainer of trainees. I have certificate in bee products processing and management, and a business certificate. That's briefly about my education background. My farm name is called Kagada Bees Limited. Some people call it Kagada. It is located in Gonchogo village, Kojigoma sub-county, Noa district. In these farms, the major projects I do is beekeeping, and there are some crops I also do, crop productions, like the simsims, ginats, soybeans. That is cash crops. And I have also cassavas, potatoes, beans, millets, even the veggies, just for home consumptions. But more product that can supplement into my projects is the simsim, the ginats, and the soyas. Those are for cash crops. And this land is 2-in-1, can reach about like 20 hectares. And the first one here for beekeeping, it occupies of like 10, and the rest for the crop productions are also there. I started farms actually in 2009, but before that one, during my child age, when I was in primary 4, P5, where my auntie used to be a beekeeper and she has been mentoring me, I've been doing it like a home things. But after getting knowledge from the NADS programs, that's bring me to attention of beekeeping as a business. Then I went to Tanzania to study more about beekeeping, and that what bring me to the level of having a beekeeping as a project, as a business. And I started that year 2009, slowly, until today I reached the level you're seeing me today. At first, it was not easy to family member to support, because by the time I joined this thing as a business, I was even working with NGOs and other offices as office work. But from there, I made up my mind to have my own jobs. That's why I eventually created it. But even my dad was not happy about it, me resigning from office work or the white-collar jobs. Then from there, it was not easy to them to start helping me. But when they see that there is money that can come in, because when you're doing the sales of the bee products like the honey, the propolis, the venom, and the rest, they have seen that the money is now coming. So they started now coming in to help me in the projects. Because at first started even using other people who are not even my relatives to help me do some of the farm activities. So they are now trying to come in, and they're with me now in the projects. Not all of them, but some of the family members, like my wife also resigned from this duty, office white-collar jobs, and she's now even doing this as a sales manager. Those days, people knows only bee product is the honey, but with the current technology as a world of bees as a business, I get to know about the bee venom through a certain Korean man who is based in Korea, and some of few Ugandan beekeepers. Like one of the guys in Fort Portal called Adolf Bagonza, and he has been first my mentor in bee venom. So I came to realize that bee venom is one of the products which is expensively, because it is medicinal more than the honey and the rest. So I developed interest in having the machine of collecting the bee venoms, because it can be used to make medicines that can treat some diseases in humans. So from there, I look at it as more expensive in the market than other bee products, compared to the honey, compared to the propolis, compared to the wax, because that one they sell in terms of grams. And with the bee venoms, the 5 strong colonies hive can bring you 1 grams. When you get 1 grams of bee venom, it means when you're selling it locally, you can get 50,000 per grams. When you take it to another level, you can sell even 250 per grams. So that one is more expensive than, and in a week, you can harvest twice a week. After every 3 days, you come back and collect from the same hive you have been collecting. That's why you can make a lot of money out of bee venom productions. Actually, first of all, honey has 3 different tastes. That's always I experience from my farms. The first one is sweet honey, which is common, everybody knows it. But there's also another taste of honey, the aroma is shower. And this one always, we get them from the local trees around here. Not everywhere they can get the shower honey, but ours, we can get the shower honey. Around June and July to August, there you can get the shower honey. Then you can also get the bitter honey also is there. Both bitter and shower, they are more medicinal than the sweet one. So out of that one, when the bees build combs inside the hives and they seals the honey inside the comb, after removing the honey, you remain with the wax. And that wax, you can make a lot of products out of it. You can make candles out of the wax. You can even make lotion, the cosmetic that you can use to smear your body to smoothen and to cool your body temperature. And all this you can make out of it. You can even make the bar washing shops also out of the wax. And you can even take it to the hat industry for designing clothes and the rest. You can also make it. So there are more use of the bee wax than the other things you know. Then another product is propolis, the black thicky gums that always people, those days we have been misleading that is the wax, but it's the propolis. Bees used to cover with their entrance. So that one's, you can make product out of it. You can make what we call propolis tinctures. That one is the medicinal substance called tribonomus. You soak it using the ethanol oil, or you can use it using the cooking oil. You soak it, and that stops help to treat cases of disease like is antivirus, anti-weak virus. That is flu and the cough. When you have it, you can take it and it goes away. Even the bacteria and the fungicides, you can treat it. When you have the cut and the wounds, you can treat yourself with those propolis. Then you can make also shoe polish out of the propolis, and ointment also you can make out of the propolis. So that's another product people doesn't know. And another one is also the pollens, whereby in pollens there's nutritional facts that it can treat it, the nutrition babies and the rest. Even somebody who is bedridden, you can give him the pollen or hide the pollen, then he will gain more energy and will build the body very faster. So pollen also is more expensive followed to bee venom, because a kilo you can sell within the country 400,000 pollens a kilo. Whereby if you have people who plant maize around, then there you can have much production of the pollens, and is needed everywhere in the country. The impact that this farm brings to the society, one, there are some local people who have already engaged them to work in the farms, like the farm attendants, the productions people, because of the production fields people and the production manager, the quality assurance, and we have also sales persons. We have also process and packers in the processing units. So it has created jobs for both youths, women around, and elderly people. Not only that, they also come in to get more knowledge about beekeeping. Because in beekeeping, you cannot start without getting knowledge. As I told you in my cases, I started by getting knowledge. Without the knowledge, you cannot push the beekeeping, because we cannot do it the way we were doing it those days. But nowadays, you need some skills and guidance. So they always come here to get some knowledge and they implement in their farms. Not only that, they also come to me to go and inspect their farms, because they may be having some pests and disease in their farms, but they don't know them. They have to come to me and I go and inspect their hive or their farms. That's where they also get some benefit out of the farms. And more so, the neighbors surrounding here, my bees goes to pollinate their plants, because without the bees, the plant cannot be well healed, because bees does 80% of the pollinations. That's why when you look around, people who have simsims, soyas around here, their simsim are good and they are better because of the number of the bees here that goes to pollinate their plants. So that's another benefit. They're also benefiting out of these farms. Not only that, when visitors come around to visit my farms, some of them they can give service to the visitors, like some of the local hotel service, they can also give it, and they can also give some local accommodation to them, because for me, Karen, I cannot have the capacity to hold all the thing in the farms. So my neighbors also, they can host some of the visitors for those kind of services. So they are benefiting out of it. Since 2009 to date, I've started with a very few hives, with the local hive, this back half of the tree. And after that one, I keep on putting more money, because when I invest, those days I used to even invest only the honey. When I invest the honey, I sell the honey and I buy more hive. I keep on buying more hive like that, like that, like that. So since 2009 to date, this still going on like that one. And I have a plan of extending my farm to the next level. Like I wanted now to have 2,000 beehive in my farm, both locals and the modern. And the modern one I'm having is the KTB only, because with the KTB it's easier to manage, and I can get the products like the venom, like the honey, like the pollens, and little of the propolis I can get out of it. So it is more cost effective to me to buy even. Then the local one, I'm just maintaining and adding the number. So I want to reach 2,000 beehive. So each time I invest my products and I sell, I ensure that 3/4 of the money I put back to the farms to add more hive and buy some gadgets that can help me. Like for the honey, you need to have the more honey settling tanks, or the machine that can process and pack the honey at the same time. Then you look at the other product also. I'm doing like the honey wines. They have its own gadgets and the rooms for it, whereby currently I have some few gadgets that help me in making honey wines. And also with the propolis, need some gadgets that can help you to make the propolis very well. So I'm still having some challenges there. That's why I have that plan that I wanted each of them to have its own gadgets and into a good capacity level, that whereby I can now be in positions to make it in bulky to the rest of my customer. At first was not easy for me to harvest and transport, but currently now I have the tools for harvesting honey. Like I have the bee shoots, full bee shoot, not a half like I'm putting. I have the gloves, have the gumboots, have the half rolls, and I have the knives, I have the bee brush, and the smokers. I don't use the grass to harvest the honey. I just use the smokers so that it can control even the smoke inside the hive, so that the honey cannot get too much smoke. That also controls the smell of the smoke inside the honey. And another thing, the airtight bucket help me, even if I'm harvesting my honey at night, so the water cannot get in and other thing cannot get in contact with the honey. So it keep my honey well, and it make it easier to store, even for some period of duration you wanted to filter them. So it keep it longer. And also I have settling tanks that help me to filter the honey, and a straining cloth that can help me also to filter the honey, to pack it well, and it can keep that honey to be natural, because from the hive you put it into an airtight bucket whereby no airs and another thing can come in, because when these airs are blowing in, there's a lot of dust also coming in, and there's a lot of germs also flowing in the air. So when it get in contact with the honey, you find your honey is now being contaminated. You can find there's a germ, there's a bad purity and all this. So airtight bucket helped me there until they take it to the processing room. The challenge I normally face in these farms has been one or two. The first is people's attitude about the farms. At first it's not easier, because people can come and disturb my hives, they can come and disturb me. So I sorted it out by engaging some of my nearby neighbors into beekeeping. I give them free training so that they can have their own hive, so that they don't come and disturb me on my farms. And the biggest challenge now is the wild animal, like the elephants. When they come around here, like last year, they throw some of my hives down, because this where the elephant always they come and destroy people seriously. There is a time they always used to come and destroy even a crop in the garden. As well as me also, I was affected by elephants. When they are coming around here, they can push down some of my hives, and I loosen some of the KTB's hives even from here. That's why in where they always come, I decided to put a fence, and I shift my hive from that side so that they do not continue disturbing my hives. So those are the few challenges. And transport means our road network is very poor. It disturbs me a lot when I'm to harvest here, going to the processing room up to Kochigoma. It's very hard when it rains. It's hard. Even a car cannot pass, even an motorbike cannot pass. So I have that challenge of the road network. It is serious on the farms. And another thing also is the customer. Some of my clients cannot come up to these farms. Like for those who wanted to be trained, especially when that period of too much rains, you find most of them cannot reach here. But for them, they wanted to have some knowledge on the farms. But those are some challenges that I've been facing. Can even stop some of my clients to come around the farms. Before that one, another problem I've been having also is equipment, because most of the thing I do not have a much equipment for making it functional. Like there are some machines that just need to be there. Like the venom collector, I have only 4 of them only. All of these farm has only 4. But you see, one can collect bee venom from 10 hives in a day only, because we normally come at late evening. So you cannot go beyond midnight. So I have that challenge. Then my future plan, the way I can see this project, this farm in 10 years to come, the number of hives will be 2,000 beehive, whereby I will be having a good productions. Like for the honey, I'm expecting with that 2,000 to have like 14 to 25 tons per year, so that it can boost up my production level, where I can now meet my customers' demands in terms of supplies and other things. Then also I can see these farms in 10 years to come like a big training center for the rest of entire people in Acholi and even in large in Uganda, because you can see some of the production like the venom can bring more people around, because entire northern Uganda, I think nobody even has the machine for collecting the venom. It is a new thing for people. So I see it can be a bigger training center for the other farmers. And I can also see in 10 years that I may be having some good processing plants in these farms, whereby some of the missing machines can be there, as well as the production is also boost up. So everything will be fine. And even the road network, I can see that there's some development coming in. And with the initiative of the local government and the rest, they can even back me up there to make the road network good for me. So in 10 years, I look at these projects like something that can be a multi-million projects, because even the products alone can bring more and more money, and it can create more jobs for the women's around and the youths, because like making the cosmetic and the bar washing shops and all those stuffs, it is even good to engage more youth and the women's among these things, because they are the most consumer of these things. So I look at it will create more job also for many people who are not doing anything. Like when you move around the village here, you can see some of the youth have been transformed. You may find now 1 or 2 of them in every homes have like at least 3 hives that can make him a living, because we have been experiencing low production from the crops due to too much rain and rape of elephants. So people are now trying to get to beekeeping as a business, because can push whether there is sunshine or there is too much rain, you still have money when you harvest the product I've been mentioning them. So that's how I see the project in 10 years to come. Well, from that, since 2009, I've achieved a lot in my life. First of all, has make me to have freedoms, because from office white collar job, I've been having too much squeeze. You have pressure here, you have pressure. First of all, I've got my freedoms. I can even come to my farm anytime I wanted. That's the first achievement I also experienced. The second one, my financial level also increased compared to those days I've been in white collar jobs. Yeah, I can see even on daily basis, I can earn good money on daily basis, because when I'm selling the product, like even now, some of the customers are calling and demanding for the honey in Gulu town. So I can get money on daily basis, not waiting for the man and the rest. And out of that money, I've managed even to build my house, a permanent house. I have managed to build. I've even bought some four bikes for the field work, and I'm even paying some people in school, like my cousin and my brothers. Because me, I have 2 children. I'm also paying them in school. It has helped me to afford good hospital. When I'm fallen sick or my family is sick, I can go to a good hospital where the people cannot line and follow the lines, because the money is there. And it has also helped me to create more friendship, because people from different areas, they can come to me as a business partner, and has even opened ways of bring another level of economy to me. And also it has pushed me to another level whereby even the local communities, because I have some initiative with them, like I could get some needy people, I can support them financially. I can pay some of their school fees for those who are still schooling, because I also gone through that kind of orphanage. So I'm also keeping like 2 orphans where I'm also paying their school fees among the communities. So those are the achievements I also have, and also some materials like the machineries and other things I manage with the farm's money to have it, even increasing the number of the beehive itself. Like this here, I managed to purchase more 300 beehive KTBs, which it cost me about 30 million to purchase all that things. So those are the achievements I can say, but there are many and many. The local beehives, you can find it from the back of the tree, or there are some trees like the local trees, they call it the palm trees. You can also have it there. And their productions are different. In the local hives, how bees make their comb, they can make it vertically, whereby it is not in order. They can choose where to make it. And you'll find it's not easy to inspect the hive, because you need to inspect the combs. You have to remove the whole combs, because when the combs take long in the hives, it smells bad for the bees. So the bees start moving from out the bung, out of the hives, whereby it shows that they are now trying to leave the hive because of the smell inside. So in KTB, you can remove the combs with the top bar and you replace it back. With the local one, you cannot make it. Once you cut the combs, it means you have to remove the whole combs. You cannot fix it back again like the KTB. And also you cannot practice queen rearing in local beehives. But in KTB you can practice, because you can look for the queens and you put the queen in a cage and you can multiply. But in the local beehive you cannot make it. And another thing also, the KTBs does not bring much propolis than the local hives, because the local hives, it has some funny entrances around the hives, whereby bees goes and bring that propolis to cover them, because when they are feeling very cold with those entrances, then they can cover it up. So it will make more efficient for propolis production in the local hive than the KTBs. So that's about the difference. Managing the pests inside the comb is not easier in the local hive, but in the KTB is easier. But this one you can just control outside, but not inside the hives. So that's the difference. But with the productions compared to, KTB can bring more honey than the local ones. It depends on the strong colonies and the forage around. The best annual income I experienced is in 2017, whereby I clocked around 60 million there out of the whole products sold. And normally, always you can see, it has some money. It has good money compared to crop production. The rest, it has good money than anybody doing crop productions. Even when you go for animal rearing, they cannot bring much like the bees bring, because in bees, all those products, when you mash them together, it bring much money, not only the honey. My final word is that I first welcome everybody in the beekeeping sectors, because it's a good venture to have it. You may be having an white collar of works now, or you are holding some position in office, but in beekeeping sectors as a business, it will set you free from the pressures and all this, and you can have your income on daily basis. When you're doing it and when you mean it, you can have your daily incomes. And when you match it whole, you'll find that you are somewhere far from where you are. And beekeeping also is a good necessity, because we need also the honey and the propolis to be consumed on our daily basis. It will make you healthy. Even your face will be healthy because of the bees, the propolis, and the pollen you are consuming on your daily basis. And you will be free of many diseases. And not only that, when you join the beekeeping, even your crop productions will be doing well. Because of the pollination bee will be doing, your crop will be well. You may be having a small garden of, let's say, simsim, but your harvest will be more than somebody who has like 2 acres than you having 1 acre. So you will find it is more profitable. It can be profitable via the crop production. It can be profitable via your healthy. It can be profitable via your financial, because you'll be having it on daily basis, the financial income. I just welcome everybody in beekeeping sectors and mean it. And it's the easy thing to do it. Even a lame person can make it. Even a blind can make it. So even a holy person can make it. So even young or elder or a women can make it, because it's free and it doesn't need much bigger portion of land. You can have it in a small piece of land with many hives, as you have been seeing. You can have a small piece of land, but with many hives. So it will be even easier to you to monitor, and cannot take much time. In a day, you can spend like only 2 hours in your farm and you're done. You can do other things. So that's why I call everybody that come and join it. Come and join beekeeping. It's vital. It's profitable. Thank you. May God bless you.
Did you ever think of somebody making shoe polish from wax, or making candles, or making lotion from beeswax? I mean, the guys who know. They've been doing this for a long time, but us who don't know, our eyes are just getting opened, basically. Yeah? So this was a great episode, people. I really enjoyed this one. If you're out there and you're probably doing the same and you are in this country, Uganda, please let me know. I am going to leave my number down here. I'm actually going to read it. +256 776 989698. If you know a farmer out there that's doing incredible things and you want us to feature this farmer, please text me. That's my WhatsApp line. Please text me and let me know. We'll come to that farm. I hope you've enjoyed your day. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you again next week. Be good to yourselves and make sure you push us to 5,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. Don't just watch and leave, okay? Please subscribe. Have a good one.